Byron Police Chief Wesley Cannon is questioning a Peach County grand jury's decision to indict one of his former officers for a shooting. He says Officer James Carroll is no longer with the department but employed by the city as a firefighter full-time. Carmen Brown spoke with the chief about his decision to support Carroll.
At this McDonald's last October, Byron Police Officer James Carroll responded to a tip about a stolen car. GBI says the suspect tried to drive off. That's when Carroll fired shots. Now he's being indicted, and Police Chief Wesley Cannon says he disagrees with the charges.
He tried to get away from Officer Carroll by, my view of it was, to drive through McDonald's. And he crashed into the building.
In a statement, Peach County DA Anita Howard's office says GBI investigators had concerns about the case. Based on that, the statement said prosecutors were not able to justify the shooting, so they took it to the grand jury, which voted to indict Carroll. Now he's charged with violation of oath by a public officer and aggravated assault.
The dash cam and the body cam footage, along with, his report and my interview of him. And that determination came pretty quickly in this, and I stand behind it 100%.
GBI reported Carroll asked Corey Carpage to get out of the stolen car. Carpage refused, so Carroll busted into the car window and tased Carpage. Carpage then started driving away and ended up hitting the McDonald's building. Carroll fired shots, injuring Carpage.
His position changed multiple times during all this.
Cannon is talking about Carroll, who responded solo. Federal policy prevents officers from shooting at a fleeing vehicle unless there's a threat to safety. It differs for local agencies, but Cannon says it's not their policy.
It might prohibit someone from, potentially using force necessary to protect themselves or others.
Now, Cannon would not confirm if Carpage drove into Carroll's direction, but says Carpage intentionally drove into the McDonald's building. In Byron, Carmen Brown, 13 WMAZ News.
Georgia Department of Safety policy says any use of force by an officer must be objectively reasonable. That means they're allowed to defend themselves and others from death or bodily injury.